Where's my background music? Also, my mic's up really high. There we go. Okay. Um, what? Hello. Thank you for the follow, Space Cowboy. You scared me. So I'm going to desperately try and set this up to where I can play the game. Windowed mode, it's already fighting me. Because basically, this game is so old. Windowed mode isn't like an actual thing you can do, but you can change the settings. It's okay, don't worry. So I have to like do some weird shit here. Okay, let's see. I saw someone say a way to get this to work is to... Because when you open it in windowed mode, it like... I don't know if anyone else has this problem. I have this problem with like Final Fantasy, for example, when it opens in windowed mode. In that, Oh, yes. Aha! Yes! They were right. Where it doesn't open correctly. Like it doesn't open on the right, like... angle. So instead of opening like in the center of the screen, it opens like kind of in the corner. Because this game's so old, it doesn't like windowed mode, and it doesn't like double monitors. How do I fucking get out? And so one of the ways to fix it is you have to be in a loading screen to center the monitor. And I got it to work a little bit. It's kind of off-centered, so I want to try and fix it more before I actually switch over to the screen. If I can get out of here, how do I leave? Where the fuck is a door? I'm almost positive this is the correct door. What am I... Shit. Fuck. No. Okay. So my next question becomes, can I quit the game and reopen it? And will it open in the right location? Damn it! Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're... Fuck, shit. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come over here. That's not the right game. That's not what we're playing. Oh, it's too big. Damn, okay. Okay, that's the best I'm doing. So... this is gonna be really difficult. The problem is there's like something at the beginning of the game. Ah, shit, my brother's texting me. Hold on. Ah, it's all gone to shit. Okay, let's see. Ah!
Feel themselves more often than intelligent and reasonable men would prefer them to. Chimeras, worshipped by our ancestors centuries ago, crawl back into the light from ancient times. The directors of our fate rain ash down on us from the grey heavens.
There.
They conceal themselves beneath us.
So you guys can see it
above
normally,
us,
but what I'm
and
seeing
among
is
us, staying
among us?
hidden until we muster up the resolve to meet their malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
So what I'm seeing is it's like kind of cutting between my main monitor and my tablet screen. So I have to wait for a loading screen in order to properly move this. Down a little bit because it's kind of loud. Okay. So I'm just gonna load a game and then I'll make a new game just so I can get to this loading screen and move this. Aha! Alright, cool. New game.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform sectio transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum fumus sumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
They're all so fucking pretentious. All of them. Let me in. How do I in? There's a button to interact. I know it. I know there is. I don't know what it is though. I'm hitting all sorts of buttons. Controls. Use. Oh, it's the E. Oh, it's Wizard 101 logic. Okay. There we go. I played this once just to get like the controls understood, but that was like a month ago. Okay, we're gonna do bachelor route. This is still really loud in my own ear. Hold on. I need to adjust this. Where is sound control panel? That's not what I want. No. It is really fucking loud. How do... I know there's a way to do it from here, because I can't access my, like, volume thing. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. No? Yes? No? What? Please. App volume. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Oh my god, that's so much better. That was so loud. Okay. The Bachelor, the history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use to trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe.
Daniil Dankovsky, a bachelor of medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly,
Let me know if the
a
volume's
letter
good.
arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
What's he looking at? Clock. Bone shelf. I should note, I do know how this game ends. when I captioned the tweet Category 7 autism event, that's literally what happened to me with this game. He ain't got fucking nostrils. My man can't breathe. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. Day 1, by the end of which the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. I need you to know, not a single fucking video told me that you could jump in this game. And I will be moving like this throughout the entire fucking game. Are these his fucking books? Clean up.
I had a feeling you would come.
Did the sounds from outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan, and then something snapped loudly. No, I heard nothing. I think there are strangers in the backyard by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. I'm going to be nice. I want to be a nice person. I'd like to thank you for your hospitality, for board and bed. I sincerely hope you have everything you need, because I'm very happy to have you here. Danielle, isn't it? Can you tell me where your ruler, Simon Kane, lives? Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinated woman for that of a dreadful old man, even if he is a sorcerer? That's so sad, but Simon won't go anywhere. He has always been. He always will be. Even if the moon were to fall to the ground, please stay with me a little longer. I couldn't even imagine the hospitality here, but who was waiting for me? I didn't notify old Barack of my arrival. I'm not even sure what made me take off for this place, if I can speak. Glory is the messenger riding ahead of the man, a celebrity from the capital, Bachelor Denkovsky, the founder of Thanatica, the man who challenges death. Of course we've heard about you. Glory is undeserved yet, but I hope that getting to know your ruler will give me a chance to live up to the expectations. Death, so that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. My enemy is the inevitability.
Hi, Chi!
I am challenging the forces of nature. I don't understand. I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than a whim of the will that had shaped this world? That is the question, so where's the key to my victory? It's not far. The Canes live at the Crucible on Bridge Square, but could I please offer you a piece of advice? Go on. Simon has 2 younger brothers. The eldest of 2, Georgi, is called the Judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the 3 is Victor. His daughter, Maria, also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Was it she who knew about my arrival beforehand? Yes, she told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence. Alright, thank you for the advice. Go, and I'll repair everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that'll puzzle you and put you on guard. I will have some advice that may be of help to you if you need it. Game's still too loud? Okay, understood. Let's see. Let me out! Let me out! Let's see. My personal volume is showing to be at the most. I can try turning up the volume on the mic itself. I don't usually do this, but how's that? I've been having trouble with my microphone volume lately. It's been... What happened was I unplugged all my shit to clean my computer out. And then when I plugged everything back in, they stopped working in their assigned USB slots, so my mic has been moving around a lot. Doesn't help that the game's also fucking loud. I'm also gonna adjust the volume again after talking to her. I'm unlikely to stay here for long, Eva. I will depart after speaking to Simon with or without him. So, okay. Okay, and then we're here. Okay. Oh, what's all this shit? Okay, so, me... I'm gonna turn the voice volume up a little bit more. But actually, let me... Not too quiet. I still want it. Let's try that. Let me out. Hold on, I gotta cough again. Okay, I'm good. Halt, I'm going to have to teach you about the technicalities of the setting, the time and the place. It's non-essential, but that's just how it is. The actor has to be prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle or stumble upon the prompt box. That would look mighty silly, wouldn't you agree? You're going to have to teach me. Aren't you forgetting your manners? My manners are different manners of life and thought, none of them mine. If everything goes awry, you'll get a chance to witness each of them. That is something you should probably try to avoid. As for now, please forgive my rudeness. I'm in a special position here, and so I have the right to be blunt sometimes. What do you want to tell me? Time flies by. It can't be stopped or turned back. Nights follow days, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed. Yeah, not a problem. And so, it would make sense for you to visit the places that you care about regularly. You'll find the people that will pay me... Can't speak. Do you have my soda?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We only had to pay for 2 because I had a free.
Oh, you had that free drink?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Close my curtain, please. Thank you. Brother intermission. I asked him to get me soda. Okay, you'll find the people that will play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk. The rest are just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras. As it always has been. Indeed, still it's best to avoid hasty judgment. It's a paradox, you see. Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound to stand out people, and don't be dismissive of the silent crowd. Both extremes will end in tragedy. Why is that? This world cares for your reputation, a fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see, for it is a mirror, wouldn't you agree? And so a bad reputation can get you into a lot of trouble. For example? Need I describe? You've got vivid imagination. Everything changes from mystical aspects to mundane things, like the people you need treating you badly. How many enemies you've got, how high the prices rise, how bad your dreams are, lots of things. A sorry prospect, so how do I maintain my reputation? Really, how is that even a question? Same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not betray, do not steal, do not covet, do not be an asshole, do not get caught. The rules are the same everywhere, a truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor or even a person who lives quite far away can help in a dire situation. I see. Really? Good for you then. As for me, I can't see anything in this mask. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, don't get too worked up about human lives, and don't put too much stock into another's words, mine included. He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived. Yet he who trusts no one is deluded. I know that from experience. Venerable Bachelor, please be so kind as to linger for a minute. This conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time stops during dialogues. At least during the important ones, and our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play after all, don't you? What are you talking about, ma'am? Neither a gambler nor an actor. Of course you aren't. You are a living, breathing man, as is evident from your conditions and statuses. You experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and diseases. You're so lifelike. You have to eat, drink, sleep, and rest, and to make mistakes. The latter being the most definitive proof of my human nature, wouldn't you agree? If I may, I would like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress but was diagnosed with starvation. It happens. I can testify to that as a doctor. Need I remind a wise man like you of the fact that hunger is sated with food? Food can be found in shops, and shops can be found in ordinary houses that are marked with special signs. Sleep, however, is more complicated. People only sleep in beds and only in private residences around here. I'm sorry, but that's just how our world is. Yes, the world is unjust. And quite silly, if you forgive me for saying so. Speaking of commerce, different shops sell similar items at different prices. Make sure you don't get cheated. People can be quite brazen around here. You can also barter with the folk out in the street. Some things may be nothing more than trinkets to you, but others would be willing to part with their life's blood for them. Blood? Yes, blood. It's not my place to lecture you, but if, following your Hippocratic oath, you ever considered easing someone's pain, feel free to just approach them with a suitable drug. You will see their pain receding before your very eyes. The sick fall asleep when they're close to recovery, don't they? Or when they're close to their ultimate rest. Still, helping the hopeless will grant you a good reputation. You will be seen as a benefactor willing to part with a precious sleeping draught or a painkiller for a simple bystander. Anything else? No. Not yet. Bye then. I love jumping. Hello. Good morals and luck are a great help in managing a small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing can work wonders. What the fuck is "no, it's pie in the sky" mean? What the hell? Sorry, I can't help feasting my eyes on your outfit. Who was the mad tailor? What do I mean? I like our town. We're all one big family, but sometimes I get the feeling we're all controlled by an unseen power. Our actions but fiction. It's quite possible. Sure. Okay, so we're going this way, I think? How do I see the map? That's quest. Map. Okay, it's M. Okay, yeah, we're going the right way. This is the fastest I can move. I just found coins, I guess. You can't see it. The Spica logo is covering it, but I found coins. Is this the right house? No. Whose house is this? Where am I? Hello. E. Thank you.
Autumn is gloomy this year.
The famous Dr. Dunkovsky, your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane at your service. My pleasure. I foresee that the things that have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. Don't worry.
I fear that Simon's death is a symbolic event.
What? Georgi is waiting for you, my friend. He has news for you that you'll find surprising. I only ask one thing. Don't be too quick to reject his request. What does he want from me? He will explain it better himself. We put too many hopes in your arrival. The echo of these hopes has led him to offer you a rather intricate conundrum to solve. What is it? It's not exactly in your line of work, and yet, if we are to believe a certain source which we deem quite trustworthy, it appears that you are the only person that can help our family. The reward will be fitting, of course. Alright, let's go speak to Georgi then. What's he fucking talking about? Am I going over here? I love the scenery in this game. Like, everything's just so well modeled.
Most men only die because they know not how to prevent dying.
Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of the difficulties you were experiencing and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my brother, the creator, keeper, and embodiment of all that surrounds us, has been murdered. Who did it? This is what we want you to find out, with your help, Bachelor Dankovsky. What do you know? My brother was murdered last night under the strangest of circumstances. But for all the mystery surrounding his death, I'd rather issue the notion that his departure was connected with whoever had visited Simon that evening. The visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. Has it occurred to you that your brother could have died a natural death? It won't be easy for you to accept it as fact, but this fact is not subject to debate. My brother could under no circumstances have died a natural death. I'd rather not waste our time explaining the entire situation to you, even if it helps me substantiate the claims that you are justified to see as extraordinary. My dear doctor, I cannot imagine what kind of infernal aptitude the killer Simon Kane must have, but Simon could not have died a natural death, so murder is the only feasible explanation. What kind of help do you expect from me? It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you, my dear doctor. Let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Really? Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. So you presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn, but why? To grant you victory over death, was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you, Simon seems to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. That is indeed so. I feel obliged. Do you want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother Victor, who is in the right wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and the reward will not disappoint you. Indeed, it seems there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder can just as well be called the murder of Bachelor Denkovsky. I will help you in every way I can. I am convinced that if there is anyone at all that can help us solve this puzzle, then it is you. This mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not. That would have been strange, to say the least. How do you plan to look for the murderer? We will take our own measures. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required. Whatever you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of this puzzle. I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account. You have my sympathy. Okay, Simon is dead. His brother Georgi is preparing to take the empty throne of the clan's leader. The Canes are obsessed with the idea of finding the murderer. They don't seem to be driven by rancor, but rather by desire to uncover a mystery. Okay. Sorry, grab my soda. So we're going back over to Victor? Is that who we were talking to earlier? I think so.
That does it. I'm going to break soon.
How can I help you? Georgi has told me everything, which is to say he told me very little. But it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. So you have agreed to help us? I have. May I ask why? I want to solve a puzzle. I even like having so little information. It's a challenge to my intellect. The killer's goals seem to align astonishingly well with the goals of those who have been waging war against my work for years. I'm prepared to answer any questions you may have. When was Simon last seen? He went to Isidore home. Then, an hour later, he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the Focus and receive no one. He told us not to approach the Focus and to fast for a week, partaking of neither meat nor water. Then, in the morning, he was found dead. How was he found? The servants discovered him in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. His disfigured, contorted body bore signs of a terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken, I think. No one has touched the body. It is currently inside the Focus and will remain there for the prescribed amount of time. Do you suspect anyone? No, all I know is that Isidore was with him that evening. No one can enter the Focus against Simon's will. Well, perhaps a higher being could, but no one else. Could the murderer have already been waiting for Simon there? No, you have no concept of what the Focus is. Entering it is like entering someone else's mind, or a drawn picture, if you will. It's impossible. Well, Simon did somehow, didn't he? He could perform far more impressive feats. There's a reason why the whole town revered him. Alright, how can I help you? Just take a look around, trust your intuition, do whatever you like, speak to whoever you feel the need to, look for the murderer, doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking till the last breath. I am sure your rational thinking will help you. So Isidore is the only lead. How can I find him? I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. I'll be careful. We gotta go all the way over there. This is where Isidore Barak lives, the man that had brought me to this remote place. He is the last person that saw Simon Kane alive. I need to just put my soda in front of me so I can lean forward. Okay, where am I going? Jesus! What? Okay. Oh, Maria wanted to see me. That's a huge door. Ooh, this is fun. Where is she? There she is.
It came from below the ground. For many years, we were burying the bones wrong.
What? You resemble an adventurer rather than a doctor. I am an adventurer. Appearances can be deceiving. I saw you in a dream. Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I simply saw you take us all by the throat. What else did you see in that dream? I'll tell you when I think I can trust you. You're an arrogant girl, aren't you? I hope that happens soon.
Did you see anything weird on your way here?
Now, listen closely. The time for collusion, secrets, and alliances has come. I am going to ask something of you. I am not used to that. I'm used to holding in the reins. But you are not harnessed, so it would be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. I'm not an adventurer. My job is no venture. I hope it never becomes one. I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I am truly not used to asking. But the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me begging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. I'd kneel myself before a lady as charming as you. Not the time, bro. No need to kneel. What did you want to talk about? Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon their number will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lives of several people when the lines of their fortune cross yours. Before any of them dies, there will be a moment when you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. How? I had a vision. I'm clairvoyant. I will become the nocturnal queen soon, just like my beloved sorceress mother used to be. So you want me to take care of them? And to turn back the wheel that is about to crush us. Yes, this is my last hope. Perhaps at least you are a master of your fate. Even Simon cannot boast this title now. Stop flirting! Oh my god! How would you reward me if in 10 days' time these people were still alive? Would you go with me to the capital? Oh, your beauty is only matched by your intelligence. You know how to push my buttons. Are you really a sorceress? I'm only here for a day or two anyway. I'm not that good at separating the interweaving lines of life, but my intuition is superb. Stay alert, bachelor. Watch the condemned extend their hand towards you, begging for your help. Will you deny it to them? They are essential for your victory. That is out of the question, Maria. I fight, lose, and win on my own. That doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be, but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away from reality. I will give you a list of those I know of. These people are bound to you. What in the world's going on here? Are you trying to flirt with me? Bound. There is a tight spring of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They are standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into the realm where they could serve a different, higher purpose, without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make the leap in one way or another. That's why we call them simply the Bound. But how is their fate bound to mine? Did you say my victory depended on them? How? I don't know. I'm not a mistress yet. The future is not as clear to me as I would prefer, but I can feel the present. I can already distinguish a dubious guess from the pulse of the precise knowledge devoid of words and images. These people are bound to you. Your lives are connected. I wouldn't have asked you to take care of them otherwise. You sound delusional. I'm sorry, but your uncle's death has messed with your head. You need to come to your senses. Are you clairvoyant or something? Ah, yes. You haven't been told, have you? It didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt them, for they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I am learning to see the future and transform the present. The fact offers you your words a different degree of authenticity. Forgive me, but I don't believe in this type of phenomenons. Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of the people I named to you? Answer me before going back to Eva. And that Eva asked me to come back. No, Maria, I need to go back to the capital as soon as possible. Sure. Alright, if it is truly within my power, I'll do my best to save their lives. Okay. And whatever happens, these people must live. Their fates are bound to mine. They may as well hold the keys to my victory in their hands. Georgi, Victor, Andrei Stamatin, Peter Stamatin, Maria Kana, Eva Jan, Mark Immortal. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't like his smile. That man looks devious. Does she sleep like this? Why are her pillows over there? Why are all her mirrors broken? Anyways. Okay. We need to go all the way over there. You people again. There is something in particular we feel the urge to warn you about when you speak to the bound. Please choose your words carefully. Do not worry. You will easily be able to make out what kind of a person is standing before you. An observant man that you are, so use that skill when dealing with the bound. Some of them are indeed worth insulting, whereas others need to be treated with utmost respect. I have no idea what you're talking about. Every line you utter will have consequences. News spreads rapidly around here. If you spoil your reputation in one place, you'll have to reap what you have sown in another. Restore your good name in the south, and you'll receive a warmer welcome in the north. They will heed every word you say, and you will be rewarded. Not by means of money, I hope. A handful of money. It's not a dialogue fee. Don't get me wrong. Never refuse to take small sums of money from the bound. That would not belittle you in any fashion, but rather demonstrate that you appreciate the local customs. Alright, I'll keep the local customs in mind. The town is small and rather unexceptional, isn't it? It's small. It's fucking huge. But there are all kinds of people here. The simple folk and the more remarkable ones. The former will tell you more than they know. The latter know way more than they're ever going to let out. Keep a close eye on them. Your victory depends on it. My victory depends on me. And who are these remarkable people? There are 20-something of them, easily distinguished by their lodgings or their presence. They're called many names. The bound, the fated, the adherents, the gobos taglur, the town circle. Simon preferred their company to any other. Why? Because it is they that will decide the fate of this town. Don't be distracted by the fact that some of them look insignificant or disreputable. They will earn their worth, and you just give them time. They're the most important joints of the town. Why are you telling me all this? Each day, one of them will try death by the tooth. Each will put their life at risk, and each one that dies is important. Some of them may take the keys to victory to the grave. Mind that the keys are yours, while the grave is theirs. Others will do the opposite. Don't waste your chance to condemn someone who may get in your way. How do you know what is helpful and what gets in the way? Okay, alright. Dropping you more hints would be cheating. Shutting up now. Allowed me to conclude then. Each bound you save will influence the finale of your adventure. Each of them has their own goals and motives. It may so happen that those who seek a different ending survive, and then, well, you've been warned. Okay, I'll take that into account and be careful. I wish this was like Final Fantasy, where I can just hold both mouse buttons to move. Woof. Anyways, during this long walk, I'm gonna tell y'all about what fucking happened with our Category 7 autism event. It started. What happened was, Jenna was sending YouTube links to one of our group chats with Nightwing, and they were Jiniki Utaos of the characters from Pathologic, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And Jenna was like, wait, you never saw the H-Bomber guy video? And I was like, no, I haven't. And so, like a week later, I was finally in the mood to watch it, and she was like, awesome. And then we watched it, and then I became obsessed. I have watched way too many hours of Pathologic videos. Where am I? I'm going a weird way. I'm going this way. And then, like 2 weeks later, the game went on sale. Where am I? For like $1 something. So of course I fucking bought it. But I didn't want to play it until after, finals, because I knew that if I played it, it would absorb my entire fucking being. Because that's exactly what fucking happened with Slow Damage. Slow Damage came out, and it was all I would do for like 2 weeks. I did decide, I think I've talked about this, I did decide against streaming Slow Damage, and I'm glad I did, because what happened was I was going to stream it, and then I went, I don't know what the triggers of this game are. I know like vague ideas of what the triggers in the game are, but I don't know what they are exactly. So I decided not to play it on stream, and I'm very glad I didn't, because I really could not have warned for most of the stuff that came up. I did not expect any of that. So here we are once again. No one's asking us. Gotta smoke. Who are you? Tell me about yourself. Me, well, I'm a factory worker. The owner treats us like dirt, though. Well, I got me my own house. Otherwise, I would have been stuck in that husk with the rest of them. No going out, not even to buy bread. You just sit there gnawing at what you've stockpiled beforehand. They're completely off their rocker. What are you talking about? The termitary. And why? For what sins? Did we not handle the workload well enough? That might be so, but still, what are we to do now? Nah, home is best. Feels nice to have one. It'll all work out. Okay. Is this it? No. Oh, how the fuck? How do I get to his fucking house? Is this it? No, where the fuck am I? It's this house, is it not? Yes. How the fuck do I get over there? Hello? Where am I? Am I dumb? I think that's the answer. I'm dumb. Yeah. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Is this a bad dream or something? Can someone wake me up, please? Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions because he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too, and this is merely the beginning. Only the beginning? What makes you so sure? See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There was a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead. Bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased had been a renowned step walker. And the dust was all covered in hoof steps and like traces of sharp bone, I guess, as if someone was using a walking stick around there. I'm telling you, it's her, the Shabnakadir, the clay man-eater. I want to inspect the building. We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Sabadov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected. For it is they that's been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. Just take that road up there and get to the Cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. You should have said so from the start. Okay, so we just gotta go over there. What's fucking happening over there? Hey, come back. Oh dear, what have you done? How is it? That was no Shabnak, that was a girl, a living girl. What? Get lost and never set foot here. What? But in the fire she is not to burn, for she is made of clay. Wrong, all wrong. Hardened, she must fall apart. Hey, yo. Smells like burning flesh, huh? A mistake then. Gotta keep looking. Come on, fellas. Let's find the bitch. Haven't combed by backbone yet. Where's the patrol? Have you murdered them too? What the fuck? Okay, I am going the right way.
The outcome was to be expected, I'm afraid. Simon was doomed.
So, I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinions in a high regard? have the pleasure of speaking to, sir. I am a ruler. Astrology can be very curious, but I cannot allow it to influence my decisions. I have to act according to factual circumstances. Would you agree? Definitely.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
What? So you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? I was actually invited by Isidore, so I came to meet with him first and foremost, but now it turns out that he's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. At least that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. So, who did it? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learned, huh? Wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. Wait, how did you figure that out? In all honesty, it's hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, bachelor? No. Well, you should get to know my wife then, or better yet, those who have already had the opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters, first and foremost. Rationalists. She's got something to say to you, too, by the way. So your wife called out Isidore's son specifically. Not specifically, no, but it all adds up, and the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder, too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to the Isidore's house. What about the motive? He's the type that needs no motive. Students these days know nothing of virtue and ethics. And a medic, too. Humans are just hairless animals to them, or even a harmful virus infesting the environment. Cynical bastards. Oh, but I do apologize. Didn't mean to offend you, even by extension. I see you like generalizations. I wouldn't be so quick to accuse the junior Barack. So you'll keep looking for Isidore's murderer. I will. Is there anyone that can help me with that? There are very few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here, except for one Yulia Lircheva. Perhaps the most level-headed and reasonable person, the only person to remain skeptical about Katerina's talents, too. Without a shadow of a doubt, she has her own pictures of events. She always does. Exactly the person I need. The intelligent Yulia lives here. She may be my only ally in my attempt to put the fairy tales of this backward place to the test of algebra and physics. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, so we gotta go across the bridge again. What the fuck did he mean by he was made of wood? I've never heard of that. What did he mean by that? Am I going the right way? Yeah. Come back. I want to talk to you. Have you seen anything suspicious? They keep going after the wrong people. What about you, Doc? Can you tell a man-eating Mara when you see her? She's absolutely cruel and everyone's going mad for her. Man-eating what? Everybody's looking for Mara. Well, they say no one believes in her, but everyone's keeping an eye over their shoulder. You know how they paint Mara? There's a girl warming her hands up with her hair loose, all lithe and nimble. And then she bends back, peeks at you, and bam, her face is all twigs. Heh. Seems like recognizing her is very simple. Heh, hopefully. There was this guy 5 years ago, too, said he'd recognize her easily, too, and she walked by him, or maybe behind him, right to his very house. He closed the door behind him, but she slipped in, and, well, 4 coffins of the front porch, and yesterday, too. What about yesterday? No, come on, I'm an adult man. On the other hand, pigs fly and all, you know? If Simon can live for 200 years, why can't Amara suck his life out using her twigs as sipping straws? Heh. You're a funny man, Pop. Fuck? What do you have to say? Anything I can do for you. I'd be much obliged if you help me learn how to get around your town. There's more than one town here. The first one is called the Bull Project. The second one, the offspring of the project, is the districts. I mean, the residential part itself. Not so long ago, the town also dropped anchor across the river, but I wouldn't go so far as to call that part of District 2. It's just the polyhedron. What's inside of that polyhedron? Nothing, really. Children like to play there, I guess, and they say it's perfectly empty, bare as the palm of your hand. What could there be inside such a monstrosity? I find it unbelievable that it's still standing at all. I'd never let my children enter that damn thing, ever. I see. What about the Bull Project? It's the industrial base of the town. The station, the warehouses, the works, and the abattoir all belong to it. I wouldn't recommend going there. It's not an appropriate place for a person from the capital. It's filthy there, and the stench... I'd say it's not an appropriate place for anyone at all. I've hated beef for as long as I can remember. Bachelor doesn't eat meat. Didn't think about going there anyway. Say, how come such a tiny town is divided into districts? Well, it just sort of came to be that way. The Gullet and the Guzzle, the Gorkins tributaries, divide the town into 3 parts. Each of them consist of many separate courtyards, so maybe that's the reason. And what are those parts? The lower part, adjacent to the abattoir, is called Earth. The one between the Gullet and the Guzzle we call the Knots. And the triangular promontory between the Guzzle and the Gorkin is the Stone Yard. That's intricate. What about the districts' names? The Stone Yard consists of 2 districts, the Bridge Square and the Atrium, plus the Mistress's Tombs, of course. Earth has 4 residential districts, the Skinners, the Tanners, the Hindquarters, and Crude Sprawl. In the middle... Something wrong? I'm not sure you need any of this. The Knots have 7 districts, the spleen, the marrow, the chine, the backbone, the mouth, the flank, and the gut. I don't suppose I need to go into any further details. Surely the Canes will show you around. They are expecting you after all. Much obliged. Okay. For a game that came out in like 2005, this game is really pretty. Where exactly am I going? We're talking to Yulia, right? Is that... I already forgot. Whoops. Go back in. A nice little reading area.
As the mind endeavors to reach one goal, the heart insensibly drags us towards another.
I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now, I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? Yes, it definitely means you're about to die. It happens when people are tired. You probably haven't slept for a while, have you? Oh no, herba tavernae is in blossom, I grant you. But then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It is just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. What herb is that? No matter what preternatural traits the locals ascribe to it, fire is all heady aroma, a bunch of superstitions, and remarkably little else. It has psychoactive properties after a fashion, but then so does simple wormwood. Visions caused by ingestion of belladonna or jimson weed are much more fascinating than what fire has to offer. Pity I'm not a
This
botanist.
girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
So you have traveled all the way here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. Do you like Eva Yan? Why is that important? Sabadov told me you have a gift for all manner. I doubt I can do it on my own. Tell me plain and simple. I've yet to meet anyone who can help me in the slightest way to find the killer. I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore and Simon. I wanted to ask for your help. Sabadov told me you have a gift of all manner for investigative inquiry. I am certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnakadir is the simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They said Simon had locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion in a chamber with some peculiar name. In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned by the Canes, I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of their family in the highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poisoned? How did you arrive at this conclusion? I don't believe you understand what "he died in focus" really implies. Do you know what the Canes refer to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you. These kinds of innuendos are their forte. Well, what is this focus, then? The focus is anything but an abstraction, quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather, within him, since no physical object may be brought into focus either. How do you know that? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manners of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note that the name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside. A curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken. Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidore was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? That is why I'm trying to trace Isidore's steps. I want to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong, though. Was Isidore seen with Sabadov by any chance? I like how I can either say he was or he wasn't. He was. He warned Sabadov of an upcoming storm. Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either of the Glimsky family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Barak was one of their own men. Really. Definitely. The Bull Project, from the abattoir to the railway, is controlled by the Oglimsky family. If Isidore's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly related to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the lump. That's the name of the Oglimsky mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Thank you, Yulia. What would I do without you? Okay, that's not too far from where we're at. That's not bad. We'll just walk straight downward. Turn this way. This really is like a gorgeous game. I'm like taking in the scenery. Where am I? That's how I walk. Damn, that is a strut. Okay, I would have gone upstairs anyways. I went the wrong way. Where am I? Okay. Oh, I should mention, I'm gonna try get back into regular streaming once New Year's rolls around, but I am going to be working on Mondays now, so if I do streams on Mondays, it's gonna be like late streams. Is it? No. This is. Being that I'm taking Tuesday, Thursday classes again. Now, that is a piece of work. That is a power stance.
Many a mickle makes a muckle.
What?
There's no hurry.
What did he just say? Bachelor Denkovsky, of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. I can't say I'm interested.
Hard.
Yes,
It's
getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. Isidore came by to see you last night. Don't try to deny it. So, what if he did? What were you two talking about? Business, my curious friend. Purely business. I've no interest in other subjects. And it has nothing to do with you. And with that, I bid you... The door's behind you, the big one. I'll find out the truth anyway. Damn, bitch. Mean man. This is the one. The mansion belongs to the Glimskys, a family of factory owners. The 50-year-old Vladislav is house father. Is called Vlad the Heavy by the locals for his bad temper. Yeah, I'd say so.
No, I won't believe in some earthen killer.
I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague, Isidore Bodok, about the manner of his death, to be precise. What are you implying? What is this manner you're talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by a step demon, a shabnakadir? There was that thingy, a talon they fished out from the wound. I can take this from kids and weirdos, but you... But you, a respectable negotiant. It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example, a scoffer if I've ever seen one, and now even he believes it's real. He went off his head for a bit. You're in the steppe now, esteemed sir, eastern and backwards. The dead rise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance and bulls talk. How do we catch this creature? There must be a way, right? I have no idea. I'm not a steppe man. These animals are only as interesting to me as they are, productive. All is good as long as the plow is pulled. As for how they're quacking among themselves, who would seriously take interest in that? Why was I cursed with a son like this? Oh, my sins, my grave sins. You don't seem to like the steppe people. They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a steppe person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. So what of your son? Perhaps you could tell me more about this creature. Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? You have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You heard me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. Yes, undoubtedly. How do you think Simon died? I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monocracy not perish? He couldn't, not in this place. Balance requires equilibrium. So Simon's course of action contradicted yours, so what you're saying is Simon's death worked in favor of the local hotshots, huh? Come now, what I'm saying is, when someone takes too much upon themselves, they always end up ground down. That's how life works. But there were no signs of an otherworldly visitor that night, were there? Simon has lived a very long life. Very long. He was a worthy man, but long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body. You'll see for it yourself. It just happened. Cain won't let me examine the body. Well, that is temporary. A family tradition. He's not lying to you. He truly believes Simon was murdered. Were he to admit that Simon simply died of death, he'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. That's strange. Georgi Cain didn't appear sentimental to me. Is that all you have to offer me?
No.
Okay. Huh? Oh, he's in a hurry. Sir, calm down. I want to talk to you. Oh, he's running. Okay. I'm not going to catch him. Guess we could go talk to Georgi. Which way am I going? This way? Yeah. I don't know how to save. Okay. This bridge is up. This way? Yes. There's a child. What do you want from me, kid? Why are you looking at me? Wow, that's startling. What's wrong with you? What? Do you know the train schedule? Hey, but will you revive Grandpa when the game starts again? I'll ask him to make me a hunter. Who are you gonna hunt? If Grandpa shows you how to hunt right, you can even catch a star, but you can only keep it for a while. Only while the game is on. What are you playing? It's autumn, so we're playing Underground Bonfire. Do you know the rules? No. Okay. Another child. Talk to me. Talk to me, child. Why are you shirtless? Hey, you, don't mess with us. We know a thing or two about life. Tell me about the polyhedron. That's where the youngest Cain, Casper-styled Khan, has fortified. There are more than 1,000 children up there now. Almost every child in the town went to that polyhedron, except for urchins, orphans, and bold daredevils like me. Are you trying to tell me they live there? Well, the older ones do. The younger kids just come by to play, but yesterday everyone who's older than 3 and younger than 15 had a huge gathering there. They're hiding from the parents. From Fate, Bachelor. From Fate. Yeah. Good for them. Rude. What do you want from me? Why do these children just stare at me? We know all about you. What's up? The Solanahav's got an opportunity to catch their breath. This is good. Now everyone will have the time to prepare. Otherwise, we'd have to mourn our boys, and the halves would be orphaned. The Solanahavs? It's just a catchy name. Notkin says it's because each of them has a familiar. A cat, a dog, a crow, or a grass snake have a soul more than a normal person or a normal animal. Is that a game? It's a lifestyle that's larger than life. If you join the Solanahavs, you have to adopt a pet. As you raise it, you change. Then when it's grown, it gets the other way around. Your half begins to take care of you, and so you will always be together, bound forever. What if the animal dies? I don't know. No half has ever died before. What kind of Solanahav are you if your familiar can die? They wouldn't take you in the first place. Naturally. Stop looking at me. Damn. Kids. That dude just had to walk in my way. Where am I? Children distracted me. Anyways, yeah. Working on Mondays now, so I can't really do streams on Mondays. Unless they're like late night streams, which I do want to do more of, just like random art streams. I just have to like convince myself to do them. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of hard. Woman. Anything I can help you with? No. What? You know, I could look at my quests. To find out who killed the immortal Simon Cain, the dead man's own family may not want it more than I do. I have an abiding desire to punish the murderer, to eradicate them, no matter if they were acting on their own account or at the behest of the powers that be. Whoever they were, they picked the moment far too well. My gentle associate, my selfless advisor, Isidore Badak, was the last person to see Simon Kane alive. If it wasn't for Braddock's guidance, I never would have come to this backwoods domain. All the more reason to start my pursuit with him. Isidore Braddock was murdered. The local authorities have sealed off his house. Alexander Sabadov, the head of the Sabadov family, has taken control of all proceedings regarding law and order in the town. The Sabadovs are one of the 3 families that govern the town, and Alexander was the person to take immediate measures after the discovery of Isidore's body. If this Yulia Lyuricheva is genuinely capable of rational thought, then she is more astute than the majority of her contemporaries in this town. There are those who would believe that if I am unable to pinpoint the murderer by nightfall, then I am destined to become the next victim. If my encounter with death is so inevitable, then I should prepare myself for it. As ludicrous as it may be, the thought sends a chill down my spine. I am following in Isidore's wake, certain that the trail of his footsteps will lead me to the crucible. There is little doubt in my mind that Isidore was well acquainted with each and every family in power, but it was Oglimsky that held Isidore's leash, a relationship rooted in unbreakable familial loyalty. It is with the Oglimskys that I must make my next destination. A cunning lot, aren't they? The older Oglimsky does his best to avoid any mention of his household. When I asked him what his son was doing, the honorable stockbreeder momentarily lost his temper. I think that son knows just as much as the father, and it will be easier to get him talking, but where can I find him? Was I inventory? Yeah. I can't see how much money I have. Oh, this is Victor. I don't want to talk to him. I'll talk to him, but I don't want to.
Who is it walking upstairs?
I wanted to go over here to Georgi. Y'all hear the dog barking?
I'm deadly tired.
Which of the locals could help me, whose words can be trusted? I don't know for how long you will have to remain here, Doctor. You are most welcome to be my guest, even though I won't try to keep you. While you are here, though, and especially since you're trying to find out the truth, it is my duty to offer you a piece of advice. Be most grateful for it. This remote place has a history of its own. There's not enough time to retell it to you, which is unfortunate, since it is the background of the town that may possibly justify some local conventions that will most likely seem barbaric to an educated person like yourself. Not at all. There are 3 truths that rule this town, 3 origins, 3 ideas, if you like. For several generations, these 3 powers have been in conflict with each other. I suspect none of them can exist without the other 2, yet each of them still strives to dominate. Each of them has its own voice, too. Tell me more. These voices are the ruling families, the co-owners of the Bull Project, who have been ruling this town for almost 2 centuries. Each one of the truths they represent is screaming at the top of its lungs, and in doing so travesties whatever value it carries. Who are they? The first voice is the Sabadovs, the second is the Oglimskys, and the third is us, the Kanes. We are the 3 heads of one beast. Each of the clans will offer their own understanding of what is going on. Each of the 3 will use their own voice and the voices of their followers to lie and distort the truth. We cannot exist otherwise. However, in doing so, we will we will inadvertently reveal the entirety of the truth to anyone who would listen. So I'm surrounded by lies. How exciting. Truth is my only idol. It is only for the truth that I fight. Well, no one will dare lie to your face. I have no doubts everyone will tell you the truth, but they will tell it in such a fashion that this truth will conceal the reality better than any deception would. The only thing I'm asking is that you don't jump to conclusions. Compare different versions. Your extraordinary intelligence will allow you to ascertain the truth. That inspires hope. Furthermore, each of us will try to paint a rather ungainly picture of the other two. Most likely, we will fill you with the negative sides of each other faction, and withholding anything that is good about them. That is inevitable. None of us will stoop to outright slander, so everything that will be said will be most likely true. But this truth will be one-sided and incomplete. Listen carefully to what we say and take it into account. Thank you. The stories of the evil that the Canes have unleashed into this world are partially true. Do not feel obliged to act in our favor. As you see, I will stop before nothing to ensure an unbiased investigation. The lack of prejudice I want to instill in you is the one and only reason why I'm making a confession like this. I do not want my brother to have died in vain. I'll take your word seriously, do not worry.
So the Saburovs have offered patronage to some changeling. Who is she?
Couldn't tell you, man. I'd like to examine your brother's body. We have sent for Isidore Budok's most accomplished apprentice. His name is Stanislav Rubin. Quite a resolute and talented man this Rubin is. I have great expectations of him. He will bring everything you need, and you will examine the body together. Alright, let me know when this Rubin arrives. I would expect him to join you in the evening, no earlier than 11 o'clock, I would say. Thank you.
Tell me what you want, and I will tell you who you are.
Okay. How many doctors are there? If we exclude Isidore Budok, Stanislav Rubin is the only doctor here. He's the most competent of Isidore's apprentices. The rest are good for nothing as far as I can tell. They're only capable of distorting the knowledge their teacher is trying to pass to them. Do you trust this Rubin? I would trust Rubin with my life, a competent medic of remarkable courage and laudable integrity. Everything he does is done with appropriate diligence and care. He doesn't like people that much, but he is eager to serve them. Why do you ask? I just wonder what kind of man he is. How do I get to know him? Rubin will come here tonight to get down to examining my brother. You will be acquainted then.
The town will meet.
Okay, I guess we could just, like, go back to Eva. Because I don't know what else there is to do right now. Child. Tell me about the hindquarters. Hey ho, the hindquarters is a married district, and it's an earth above the factories on the bank of the gullet. That's where the ominous willows are, a house of ill repute, and a pub called Factus Est. The twins tend to spend their time at the latter, so staying there is dangerous for both your life and sanity. What's the willows? A malicious wench lives there, named Anna Angel, a proud potato if I've ever seen one. She used to be a famous singer, and now she's dealing in spells and hexes. We'd smash her windows with stones if not for the respect we used to have for the previous owners, who lived there before. A girl named Willow Mellow used to live there, and then she died. That's how it goes. No one would have thought about it twice had she not died right after offering shelter to poor Anna Angel. Grace says that Willow was buried in a closed coffin, and that coffin was suspiciously light. Spooky, isn't it? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I so pranked you. Now, excuse me, I'm in an awful hurry. We'll talk another time. Hey. Okay. These doors are fucking ginormous. Ma'am.
What is there to talk about now?
I've found out more about our morning visitors. They turned out to be runaways. Can you imagine? What have they run away from? A jail, a bedlam, or a zoo, judging by their appearances? The Oglumskis have closed the termitary again, and those who have managed to escape from there are now being hunted. Capella told me all about this. Some of them had run away, and some of them went into hiding somewhere in the town, and Capella's worried. Who's Capella? Big Vlad's daughter, a beloved daughter, too. She is wonderful and has these abilities. The children follow her as if they were charmed, just like they followed that piper. Well, she said she wanted to save the fugitive from her family's wrath. Is that so? Capella and Vlad the Younger are poles apart. Vlad's primary concern is the interest of the family, so the sister is worried that the brother will kill the runaway. She'd rather have him survive the night and escape into the steppe. Where could the runaways be hiding? In a hospice on Earth. Well, hospice is just a name, really. What, are you planning to visit the place? Then help them escape into the steppe before Vlad sends mercenaries after them. That would be a good deed. We've had enough murders, haven't we? I'd rather speak to Vlad the Younger about this. Do you know where he lives? No, he'll probably try to hire you to do the killing, and that is no good. He is so rich and clever, he'll think of something to persuade you. Send them to the steppe, that'll be better. Warn them about the danger. I'll tell you how to find Vlad if you do that. Please. Fine, as you wish. All the way over there. A runaway bircher that, according to the rumors, is likely to be a man-eater that has found shelter here. I should interrogate the suspect before the eccentric canes get to him. Dong ding. Who, where, what? Okay. Is there a bridge? There's a bridge right over here. I want to do more art streams. I've been doing a lot of art lately. I'm a little crazy. A child. I've heard so much about you. Ooh. You look cheerful. That's a good sight. Oh. No, come back. Why so gloomy? I want Grandpa to get better. It's sad without him. Is your grandpa sick? My grandpa is dead. Grandpa Simon is sick. No one plays with me now. The grown-ups never let us into their games. Neither do the boys. Grandpa will get better. Go play. Another child. It's Cruiseball. Bah! The most rottenest place ever. The soil breeze there as though it would swallow you whole. A real bog. What could you possibly need in that place? Nothing, I'm just curious. Is there a bridge over there? I should start going upwards. What are those, frogs? Why are there frogs croaking in my ear? Why are you looking at me? What do you want? What are you happy about? We've almost caught the unseen cat. When it comes to Seer? No, I'm allergic to cats. Where'd you find such a cat? It's the famous pale cat. Her eyes are like translucent emeralds, her fur is gray, and her body is completely transparent. So what, can you see its bowels too? The light passes right through her. It's very pretty, but most importantly, she's invisible in the dark, and rodents can't hear her. That's how light her step is. She belongs to the pale obtuse. To the what obtuse? It's no use. I know you won't believe me anyways. Just come over and see the cat for yourself when it gets dark. It's by the 12th warehouse. The password is hell froze over. I'll do my best not to forget this intricate phrase. What? Oh, those look like bombs. Okay, we can just start walking straight this way. I would have gotten Pathologic too, but there was something about the classic version, like the gameplay, that really intrigued me, and I wanted to play this version first. Also, from what I know, the stories are like slightly different. So I'm that weirdo who wants to know about. Hello, child. Heard a lot about you too. Okay. She has no other information for me. Okay. Now that we're over here. My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dearest doing? Is everything all right? Oh, women's share is hard. Men's share is harder. You've got a curious town here. I never expected to see something like this in such a remote place. Everyone's tired of the endless construction work. We want some quiet. Is there a lot of construction going on? Not a lot, but I cannot shrug away the feeling that the world is changing all too quickly. The rulers invite architects from the capital and they turn everything upside down. It's fun for the children, but a torment to us. You have a very tidy little town. I haven't seen something like this for a long time. Get your fucking dog, bitch. Oh, Jesus. Get your fucking dog, bitch. He don't bite. Yes, he do. Is this the building? Believe so. I don't like that music change.
To tame his impertinence, Earth had disgorged a monster from deep within its bowels.
Do you know where to find clean water around here? Fresh water must be plentiful in this place. There's a river close by. All that water comes from the steppe, and it isn't exactly clean. Yesterday I inspected all the springs in that area. There seems to be no more clean water around. That salty taste is everywhere. It's reddish in color, and there are disgusting clots in it. Where can I find clean water, then? The townsfolk store clean water in homemade reservoirs. This modest supply should be enough to help us last a little while, but afterwards we'll have to drink that bloody mixture. How disgusting.
It's better not to ask. Silence is golden.
What do you want, I wonder? So, you live here, huh? There's a runaway hiding here. Take me to him. Why would I? He's in danger. I'm here to help. He's a butcher. He won't talk to you. You wouldn't understand him. He's been here for more than a day, but even I can't get him to talk. It is I who'd rather tell you something. What do you want to tell me? Big Vlad has plugged the termitary up for a reason, the butcher's Butcher's mumbling is all over the place, but if you listen carefully, you'll make out tales of such horrors that I get shivers all over. Thousands of people have lost their minds all at once there, but many have died. Something's brewing inside. Can you lead the runaway out of town? Really? Why? Here he's entertaining me, and it's dangerous to go out into the steppe anyway. What if his pursuers rip me apart in the street? What if they think I'm a shabnakadir? What can you offer me in return for the service? What do you want? I'll ask a small favor from you in 4 days. Don't worry, you won't have to cut your arm off while you do it. In 4 days, I'll be in the capital. No, you won't. You'll either be 6 feet under or here with us. Well, if you do get to the capital, consider my request cancelled. Deal? Deal. Fine, I'll take care of the butcher. He'll disappear. Consider him non-existent, but now you must leave. Don't try watching the door. You won't see anything anyway. And tell the Aglimskys' thick-headed bloodhounds that they have no business here. I harbor no killers. Deal. Okay. It seems that the reciprocal hatred is not in Eva's heart. My soft-mannered host wants to shelter a runaway serf from the punishment that the authorities would mete out for him if he is caught. She who gives shelter to the runaway workman will leave the butcher deep into the steppe. May this be comforting enough for our kind, okay?
We frequently do good to enable us with impunity to do evil.
Your veins are all swollen. Does being close to me make your blood stir? Was there anyone around that would want to see Simon killed? Heh. No one's seen the Shabnak yet, but everyone knows what he wants already. Do you know that a man-eater's victim feels the encroaching death? They know in advance they're next on his list. And so they walk about restlessly, waiting and waiting and waiting, and then the wait is over. That's how you can tell who's being hunted. Why are you calling her a he? I don't believe the man-eater is a woman. Anything is possible, of course, but I think it's sexless. I think you fit this description very nicely. Rude as shit. Bro, you seem to be well informed.
To tame his...
Okay. Child jump scare. Can I help you? God damn. Okay, back to Eva, I guess. Where am I? Woof, 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 woof. Woof. You know what? I want to go check out the shop. I haven't looked at any of the shops yet. Bread is 165? These prices are off the charts. Oh my god. is there a button down here that I can't see? Is there a... How do I buy things? No? Okay, that's selling.
Butter dog.
Butter
The
dog.
dog with the butter. Butter dog. Dog got the butter
Hello,
on him. The
Hachiko!
dog
Thank
with
you
the
for the
butter.
follow.
Dog got the butter on him. Butter dog.
Or play Pathologic. How do I buy... Am I dumb? Am I dumb as shit? How do I buy things? There's gotta be a button that I can't see, right? Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, I get it. Yes, come join. What time is it? I don't know how to see what time it is. What are the settings? Okay, these are letters. My dear Bachelor Dankovsky, it was most disconcerting to learn that the powers that be have the intention of shutting down the laboratory that owes its fame largely to your own research in the field of thanatology. Is it true that your detractors have branded your studies scientifically stillborn? Rejoice, Bachelor, for there is an observable case that will quell the obscurants that reject the research of death, aging, and necrosis as a subject that lacks academic viability. This case, were you to document it, would go a long way towards restoring your reputation as a scholar. The subject in question is Simon Kane, who has ruled the town where I live for as long as I can remember. This man's longevity transcends the boundaries of what is plausible. It is phenomenal, no less, and I struggle to give an explanation of it with what scientific means I have at my disposal. Make no delay, there is a sensational discovery to be made here, a breakthrough that will only serve your laboratory, but also revivify your studies and greatly increase your scientific renown. Your humble servant and faithful colleague, Isidore Bodak. P.S. I spoke to Simon on your behalf and he has kindly agreed to facilitate your effort. Daring ideas and far-fetched projects are traditionally very well respected in our neck of the woods. Okay, what's this? Okay, it's 11. That means Ruben's around, right? Should I go back to Georgi since Ruben's here? I'm going the wrong way. Where am I? Okay. We are on day 1, yeah. Child. Have I talked to you? Have I gotten all your... I haven't. Tell me about the theater. Oh, it's our place, piece de resistance, the place for the most significant things to happen. The shows they do, puppet plays about a shade, an orphan that came out victorious, a little thief girl and a scientist who made the world end, lots of stuff. So it's a puppet show, huh? Not only that, they have the masks perform every evening, but I'm not allowed to enter those shows. Why? I'm too little a boy. Okay. Yeah, I feel like in all the videos I've watched, no one mentions how much you look at the map. Okay. I'm just gonna walk straight. This place is too big to not look at the map. Stop staring at me. Stop it. man's got feminine hips. What was the whole bit? It's been a minute since I watched that. Yeah. I can kind of guess where I am based off, like, fences and stuff, but... Can I just keep walking here to get to... No, I should go down a little bit. No, I'll walk straight and then I'll go down. Hello, sir. I have not played Pathologic, but I binged watched like a ton of videos. Stop staring at me. The most I played was just to get like an idea of how the movement and stuff works. Okay, where am I? Okay. We'll go talk to Eva first. Excuse me. Damn. Giving me the road rage I get at Walmart.
Can you feel how rapid my heartbeat is?
That ominous singing outside the window is gnawing at me. Who could be singing at a time like this? I've done as you asked. The butcher has been guided into the step. I had no doubts you would. You are no killer. Only to make you happy. Ooh. Okay, thanks.
It's so quiet around now.
Eva, tell me, where does the Oglimsky's son live? In the lump. Oh, but wait, now that he's at odds with his father, he lives somewhere by the station. There's an abandoned shack there. They say
Butter dog.
Ah!
The dog with the butter. Butter
Thank
dog.
you for the
I'll
follow,
put the butter on him.
Digidragon.
The dog with the butter. Dog with the butter on him.
I gotta lower the volume on Butter Dog. It scares me every time. They say it's haunted. Vlad is probably listening to the ghosts. He's interested in folk convictions. Thank you. I'll pay him a visit. Oh, he's not that far. Okay, cool. Do you have anything else to say?
I had a feeling you would come.
Very little time has passed, but I feel hungry and exhausted again. Since you have decided to fight death, you will have to be very careful. It's September. You will be dying with every breath of our air. we are all dying with every second of our life. That's... what am I supposed to do? Not breathe your air? What does September have to do with it? The steppe is full of various herbs. They fill the air with dizzying vapors. White whip, twire, and swevery are dangerous in August and September. When herbs surrender their juices to the sun, people tend to get headaches this time of year. Heart sufferers lie in bed with pains. My heart aches too. How do you people live here? Twire is a rare herb, so usually it's bearable, but this year it's unbelievably painful. The elderly say that this is phenomenal. Nothing like this has happened before. They think it's a bad omen, but, well, I don't believe that, but the air is droning. Can't you feel it? Don't you feel dizzy? Yes, the air is heavy. You need to sleep often, never go hungry, drink more water, you need to look after yourself properly. If you feel sick, forget everything else and get some rest, otherwise you may die of heart attack or bleeding. Be careful, alright? The more I think and do, the faster I die. Both my heart and mind are strong enough. So, what, I'm fine. I'm gonna go talk to Vlad first. How the fuck how did I get over here? This way. The children could see me a mile away. God damn. Stop staring at me. This house? Seems like it.
Interest speaks all sorts of tongues and plays all kinds of characters, even that of disinterest.
Talking to a pillar. You've found me here. Oh, well, I'm not surprised. I suppose you're not too surprised by the fact that everyone knows about you either. The rumor of your arrival spread like fire. Why have you come? I've come for some sightseeing. There was a peculiar incident yesterday by the spleen. The children were playing in the mud as usual, but then suddenly they ran away from the sandbox and the parents noticed that their hands were smothered in blood. However, none of them were wounded. Neither were any of them surprised. Such things happen all the time. No, they fucking don't. What's the solution? When the worried adults came to the place where the children had been playing, they found nothing unusual there, only sticks and stones. What do you make of it? They probably dug out a dead cat. No. The children play peculiar games. Nice to meet a person of a skeptical mind. I am Vladislav Obglimsky, the younger one, of course, and you are, of course, Daniel Dankovsky. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Katerina thinks Claire is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
See how it all turns out. I used to keep this place secret, but all these secrets seem so childish now. Vlad, no, tell me, did Isidore visit you last night? Tell me the truth, please. Yes, Isidore did pay me a visit, but don't ask what we talked about. I have no right to share that with you. Right. I'm going to ask you one more question now. Your answer will determine whether you and I become friends or enemies. Well then, I'd rather be your friend. Go ahead, please. What did you talk about? Tell me the truth, please. Isidore said, note that I'm merely retelling it secondhand. He said there's an epidemic in the steppe camps, an outbreak of Tarbagan sickness, perhaps. The plague, that is. Father had issued an order to lock the termitary up to prevent the infection from getting in. What are you so afraid of that you would conceal this? I don't understand. You did the right thing. There is an underlying sensitive family matter here. To cut a long story short, my father would kill me if he found out about this conversation. The unrest in the termitary, you see. Well, I incited it to make my father lock it up. He didn't believe Isidore. What do you think was the cause of Simon Kane's death, especially taking into account the fact that Isidore Barak had been his last visitor? He's hiding! We need to warn Reuben. It's very urgent. He is about to examine Simon as soon as the period of time required by the Kanes passes, but where is he? I have no idea. Where is he staying? I don't know. There was a secret dissecting room in one of the warehouses, but no one knows where exactly. He used to live mostly in the steppe, sometimes sleeping in the termitary or at Laura Ravel's shelter, but he's not there. I know that for sure. He went away to mourn his master. What would you have done if you were him? I'd wait for him at the Canes. It's simple. Okay. The investigation of the double murder has introduced a few additional considerations. It's highly possible that Simon died to some unfamiliar disease. Stock Reuben, the town medic, should be warned at once. If he touches the body, he may contract whatever disease still remains there. Oh wait, do you have anything else to say? I won't make you hide this time. Nope, okay. So we gotta go back up. Okay. This way. Where did that child come from? It's noon. I'm moving as fast as I can. Kai, okay. Okay, it's kind. Okay, I got it. I think I've heard it said that way like once. I'm fucking going the wrong way. God damn. But I wouldn't even remember where I heard it said that way. If that makes sense. Anyways. Giving me road rage here. I think I remember the way. This path isn't too difficult, yeah. Bro, that just spawned. Hello.
Few people know death.
Nope.
We only...
I'll go talk to the other one then. You.
That wretched Buruk caused even more mayhem back at the station. More work for us.
Greetings, friend. I heard news of your arrival. Everyone has. Are you here to examine the body as well? My dear colleague, I do hope you haven't touched it yet. I haven't. Is there a problem? Simon's body, wherever it is, poses a dire threat. It's contagious disease. There's a threat. Tall, bald man. There's a threat of an epidemic. The crucible needs to be quarantined. Any access to the body should be forbidden. Are you sure? Well, it doesn't matter anyway, if that's the thing again. What do you think it is? Judging from what I've found so far, it could be... Plague. I don't believe it. A second outbreak. Wait a second, I need to regain my senses. Are you sure about this? Do you mean what you say? Why are you so scared? If it's the sand plague, Master's death was so untimely. If it's the sand plague, we only have a few more days to live. You see, I have no idea how to stop it. No one does. Your mentor has encountered this before. What's the sand plague? I'm only making assumptions. I don't want to believe this. I'd rather have any other plague than this. We have no time to waste. The body must be inspected, isolated, destroyed if necessary. We must take protective measures for that, of course. We need your diagnosis before we can provide reasonable protection. At the moment, you can only buy yellow immunity boosters at the drugstores. They are no good, but I'll try to do something about this. We'll need to take some remedies from Master's old workplace. Did you know he was murdered by his son in atrocity? That bastard. No. His son has nothing to do with this. I presume Isidore was infected by Simon and died of the same disease, or vice versa. Let us not waste any more time. You're right. Let's make haste. I'll get everything ready for the examination. Meanwhile, let's arrange for the body to be isolated. Kain is keeping it in a cold place. I'll keep you informed. If we act deliberately, we can prevent this. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that thing. Wait, where am I going? He's 7 feet tall? Oh my god. Where am I going? What am I doing?
Perfect valor is to do without witness what one would do before all the world.
Call for me, okay.
Yes?
Okay. Am I going back to Eva's yet? Now is that what we're doing? I'm lost. We've identified the killer, although we've yet to apprehend him. Ruben will collect the necessary equipment to protect him as he works with the bodies. In the meantime, I should inform Georgi kind of what the primary... Okay, so we're going to... Okay. I was looking in the pathologic tag on Tumblr, and someone had, like, put together the heights. I think it was the pathologic 2 models, though, and they were, like, so fucking tall.
The town
This
will
is
meet its death at the hand of
this is
Solomon's
like,
murderer.
I had this conversation with my friends where I was talking about how oh yeah. But yeah, I was talking to my friends about how when I was a kid, I used to think that everyone around me was just short, when in reality I was just weirdly tall. And they thought, they were like, no, you were just freakishly tall as a kid. What is wrong with you? And so this is the heights in this game are the heights that I believed were average heights in real life. I've been told of your initial verdict. You assert that Simon Kine was not killed by a human or a Shabnak demon, but died of a natural cause or succumbed to some physical sickness. Is that what you're saying? I wouldn't say he died naturally. He died of a mysterious disease. Microbes are more efficient killers than demons. Is that a hypothesis or fact supported by evidence? Hypothesis? Nope, okay. Mere hypothesis, not something I am willing to accept. Furthermore, the same rhetoric is widely employed by the people who would want to hinder the murder investigation at any cost. The same people are spreading false rumors of civil disorder, which, as they would have it, look over the town. The same people would happily sacrifice human life to maintain a semblance of order. What would you say to that? 6'6". That's still super tall. I'd say order must be restored. And I would rather say otherwise. This whole narrative is much too convenient for those covering for the murderer who knew how to take Simon's life and keeps the secret to themselves. What if they do not stop at that? Where's the body now, Judge? No one has touched the body since his death. A tradition kept in our family forbids us from seeing the dead until a certain time has passed. The required period of time will last until tomorrow, but I will not stop looking for the killer until you are able to convince me that your assumptions are true. If he was infected, then how did it happen? Next thing you'll tell me it was Isidore that brought the disease into our family home. The most convincing proof would be a body examination. What other proof do you expect? Venerable Bachelor, do you take me for some willful old fool who has burdened you out of spite with the complicated solution of a simple problem? Or perhaps you think I am covering somebody else's sins, getting in the way of you doing your duty? Is the body truly isolated as reliably as you say? The body is in the focus of the crucible. You cannot examine it now, and I mean that is technically impossible. No one may see the body before a certain period of time passes, neither Master Reuben nor you, my dear Bachelor, not even myself. What am I supposed to do then? What can I ask of you now? You have come to a conclusion already, have you not? If you haven't, then I urge you seek out the facts as relentlessly as we do. May Providence help us if you are right. I will discuss this with your brother, I mean Victor, obviously. Okay. I'm proud of him. He's no longer a short king. Okay, back to Victor. You know, I haven't saved in a hot minute.
The true way to be deceived.
Nope, okay. Fuck, I don't know. The initial findings suggest that Simon was killed by a highly contagious disease. It seems I will not be the first to meet the killer. Dr. Rubin has better chances at that. I just cannot help but think that were Katerina's prophecy to come true, it would have made the situation even more convoluted than it already is. Is it, go back to Eva's? Question mark? I was gonna write out like a cheat sheet. And then I forgot to. I won't die at midnight, you're right.
I had a feeling.
No. Am I forgetting something? I was gonna look for those too. Full body pivot. I love that. Stop fucking staring at me. I don't even know what achievements there are in the game. I'll be real. Not even a concern for me right now. Am I not allowed? Oh, there you go. Okay.
What?
What am I? Who do I? Yeah, I know about the living for each day thing at least. Okay, you know what? I need to pee. You know what? I won't save. I don't need to. Not yet. I need to pee. I'll be... Tab away. I'll be right back. Oh, I muted the desktop audio instead of my mic. That's whatever, though. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Catch up on chat. Um... Y'all hear my dog running up the stairs? Oh, it's a little park area. That's cute. I like that. I wish I could just pause and recreate the stance in front of her. Damn. 'Cause that's what I would do in real life. That's how I interact with kids. They do something weird, I'm just gonna do it back to them. Stop staring at me. God damn it. I'm lost. Stop bumping into things. Ah, okay. I see, I see. Still doesn't really... What am I supposed to do? Leave me alone. Child. Is this the right way? Am I going? Yes. Okay. That makes sense. I knew about main quest being the important one. I don't know how to fight. I don't know how to. I know I shouldn't, but I don't know how to fight. God damn. Uh. I cannot fight. I'm sorry. I can't. My brain's telling me I should, but I can't. I'm lost. Where am I? Okay. That's the wrong way, isn't it? No, there's an opening over here. Yeah. Feels bad though. I don't want. I don't like watching women getting fought. Feels bad. I didn't talk to you.
Matchmakers are coming.
Okay, it's tab. Okay.
Me.
Yeah. And then P is for like your status. Okay. The only proper way for a duel to end is with the death of one of the fighters. That's what battles are supposed to be. Any conflict that has two sides inevitably turns into a battle of good and evil. Okay. Brutal philosophy. I'm not speaking metaphorically or metaphysically. I'm talking about a very particular battle. You are one of the combatants, Bachelor Denkovsky. Do you favor good or evil? I favor winning. Spoken like a true warrior, I truly wish you victory, Bachelor, even though I doubt there can be a victory at all in this battle. Thanks.
Simon,
Oh, the
to tame
torment.
his impertinence, Earth had disgorged a monster from deep within its bowels.
Okay. I didn't ask. Didn't ask, but thanks. The torment. I can't bear it. Why don't you take some painkillers then? Question mark? Okay. That's all she has to say to me. It's just rambling at me over nothing. I need to go to the other side of your house. Dogs are running up the stairs. You.
The rabble is completely out of control. They must have been bottling up their lowly instincts for quite some time.
So you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now?
They said.
Okay, nothing. This house is built strangely. This is a strangely built house. Did I get all the dialogue with Aspity? God, he skipped a woman. There were two women right there. He skipped one of them. They look the exact same. Right in front of me. Stop looking at me. That's how you get through pollen season anywhere. Or I guess you die, I don't know. This is the house I have to go through the other side, that's right. These houses are built strange.
To tame his
Okay, I did talk to her. Oh. Okay. Let me out! Okay. I'm taking a strange way back already. I'm going the other way. I think we should talk about the jumping mechanic more. I can't believe I had to play the game to find out there was a jumping mechanic. Where am I? I went somewhere weird. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. I was just walking. Thank you! You didn't have to do that. Where the fuck am I? Okay, I'm going the correct way this time. God damn, I was lost. Okay, this is the way I'm going. Yes, there we go. What can I say? I had a category 7 autism event. It was so bad. This is embarrassing. I looked at my Tumblr Wrapped. I got into Pathologic in October, and my fucking Tumblr Wrapped shows like what tags you use the most. Pathologic was the second most used at like 220 posts. This is in a 2-month span. I was showing my friends, and the one who introduced me to Pathologic, I was like, I cannot believe I posted it 220 times. And she just goes, I can. My main Tumblr is James Falt, like James Falt. My art blog is Thief of Blood. I do have a Tumblr for my VTuber stuff, but I haven't really posted on it. Where am I? I'm fucking lost again. Okay. I know where I am. I do stalk the Pathologic tag a lot lately. I wasn't expecting it to be such an active fandom. I'll be honest. I was very pleasantly surprised. Not very often I get into active fandoms on Tumblr these days. Everyone's on Twitter. Okay. Damn. Where am I? Oh, I guess if I just looked right over here, I would know where I was. Getting sleepy. You sure you don't have anything to say to me?
I've seen the...
Okay. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm hungry. But how hungry? I can last longer than that. I should also... Nothing more. Okay, I get it. I get it! So that's... yeah. I have not... I'll be honest. I forgot about that. I need to do that, huh? I totally forgot about that. I don't even know where they're all at. Oh, right over there. Damn, leave her alone. Damn, the triplets. Right here. The triplets. Oh my god. Okay, anyways. I totally forgot about the bins. 100%. What do you even... oh, bottles. Yeah, after stream, I'll definitely fucking write up like a checklist of things I need to do. I really meant to do that, and then I slept in until like 4. And then I woke up and I immediately scouted on Project Sec. I just checked these, didn't I? Oh, I didn't. Then I woke up. I woke up. I got out of bed. Made the post on Twitter about streaming. I ate. And then I did this. That is literally what my day was. It's a little playground. I like that. It's really rusted though. I wouldn't play on that. But I suppose if that's the only thing you have, then... Okay, I'm going in a circle. The game is beautiful. I love the game. I had mac and cheese for dinner. Or it wasn't mac and cheese, it was shells and cheese. It's all mac and cheese in the end. Oh, and then I had my brother get me a soda from one of the soda places in town. Mainly because I was just out of my own soda. I've been on a soda binge lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just picked up some nuts. I like the concept of just walking and being like, ooh, a penny. I need to remember to do that too. Another little broken down playground. Right? Like, it's just, it really is like finding a penny on the ground and being, ooh, a penny. Am I fucking blind? Are there no bins? There we go. It's, here, I can put it in chat. There we go, that's it. Ooh, I'm stuck. No, I need to open up the OBS again. There we go. My URL is a canon URL from a game that no one knows about. I used to have a custom domain, and then I got suspended on Tumblr, and it broke the domain. Oh, there we go. And when I went to go fix it, it like... it had me redo the domain. So I went to do it, and it was like, oh, you need to set it to do this one specific thing, and I had a Kovu URL. And I was like, okay, that's not bad. I had bought this URL too. I didn't mean to buy it. I just meant to buy like a membership on Kovu to renew it, and then I accidentally bought it. And I go to log in, and they have completely changed the login for Kovu to where you can only log in with a Google account, and I did not sign up with a Google account. And their support will not get back in touch with me. So I do not have my custom domain anymore. Even though I fucking paid $4 for that shit. I'm so mad. You could probably try going to my art blog, and after stream ends, we can try figuring it out. And I think my art blog is set up to where you can message it. In my art blog's just Thief of Blood, like Homestuck. Cause I believe you can DM my art blog? Question mark. No one does it, so I don't know. Mine's also Carcat. I love Carcat. Where am I? Okay, I'm up here. No, you can DM side blogs. I've done that before. Like the I don't think you can DM from side. No, yeah, you can. I've definitely done that before. Cause I used to do role playing. And and once we got the DM feature, doing DMs was a lot easier for some things. That kid just turned around just to look at me. Yeah, you should be able to. Because I used to use it all the time for, I remember specifically one of the roleplay groups I was in, it was a Danganronpa OC group, and we had this one system where you could investigate character rooms, and we would just have a blog for that room, and you would DM it and just snoop around. I think I got this one already. Yeah, it was really really easy to do it that way, because otherwise you would just have to do like asks and stuff, and then answer them privately. Where in here you can just send a direct message. Because that's how we used to do private investigations, or do private investigations in Skype. That was also a thing. Where's the fucking bridge at? Did I pass it? I did. Okay. Oh, the walking's driving me nuts. I might end stream after after the day ends. That exact reaction would happen to me in real life. One time at work, I guess the person who opened forgot to do the like lights that that you need to turn on when you get in. They forgot to do that. And so when the store closed, the lights just went completely dark on us. Ooh, I can't walk through that. Interesting. I get it. What's the point of that pathway if you can't walk anyways? Oh, that is strange. Yeah, sure.
When you look her in the eye, your mouth just
I
kind of...
don't know why I went into this house. I just
opens
felt
up.
like it. Oh, that is really too much. Who the hell are you? Why have you donned this dreadful outfit? I was gonna ask you that. What's wrong with my outfit? It's snakeskin. Are you a performer, a circus actor, a tamer? Tell me the truth. I'm a tamer after a fashion. Calm down. I'm a scientist, a professor. Do you understand? I study death. I thought so. I knew someone like that would pay me a visit very soon. How horrible. What's horrible? Everything's horrible. You came to, you know, after me, right? I have no idea what you're talking
I could
about.
have been a famous singer.
I think the wind is changing. Why are there so many outsiders in the town? I'm gonna check out your house. Why is everyone's mirrors fucking broken? Let me out. Cat. The house was just so fancy, I couldn't help it. I'll live. They're stuck. Oh, okay. Now, oh, damn. Oh my god. She's fucking trapped. Oh. Now that was hardly fair. He's not stuck anymore. A lot of them live rent-free in my head, too. Get your fucking dog. Where am I? I want to go down this way. I lied. I keep going upwards. I need to go down. I need to check out the down areas. Stop looking at me like that. Now where am I? I'm still lost. Am I facing the right way? I am. I love the water texture. This is weird, but old games, like, their water textures are always hit or miss with me. I love the water texture here. It's so calming. You know, I was over here already, wasn't I? Yeah, because this is the bridge I went. What time is it? I can't do math in my head. I have no clue what time it is. Where am I? I'm exploring. That's where I am. Suppose I should head back. It's giving me the same feeling as being outside at night in real life, where I'm like, oh, I should get back inside soon. Damn, okay. I didn't realize how far away I was. I also know this is just because of when the game came out, but it's giving me like nostalgia for like specifically like Half-Life. Because I would sit and watch my dad play Half-Life. Yeah, sure, totally. Hit me up with that. I know all the spoilers, so it's not too much of a worry. I'm crazy. When I get into something new, if it's a video game, there's a very high chance that I am just going to watch everything and get all the spoilers that way. Project Sekai is giving me a notification that the Avilius box is up. I know the Avilius box is up. I scouted in it. I think the last game before Pathologic where I just like binged everything, I think it was, I want to say it was Life is Strange. And that was a long time ago. So it's been a hot minute since I had like a game I was super into like that.
Tell me.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you had anything else. I'm hungry. Fine. There, now you're not hungry anymore. Ooh. Is ripping the models like easy? Oh, I was like, where's that man on a run to? That man had business. Yeah, I'll bookmark that after stream. That'll be really helpful. Let me in. Okay. Okay.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to
did
remain
it.
unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
We did it. Let's go look. I don't know where the theater is. Where's the... I guess okay, there it is. I see, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not like a modder or anything. I like mods. I don't know enough 3D knowledge to make mods though, so that's about as much as I know. That you have to be like careful with it. No thanks. I saw him. No thank you. I'm just trying to head to the theater. Thank you very much. Can I cut through here? No. Yeah. Yeah, the game being outdated and then other programs being outdated. We made it.
Today, the killer was identified. Its nature turned out to be completely unexpected.
The enemy is found and named. It's called the Sand Pest. The contagious plague is threatening to ruin everything here.
How can a killer like this be punished? How can a villain like this be struck?
He can't. It's impossible. By pulling a knife on it, you'll just cut an innocent body.
I think I should go. Nothing to be done here anyway.
You should go. Go then. Wherever you please. Shoo!
I love how crunchy this is. Truly an artwork of its time. So fucking crunchy.
Changeling went to the dangerous and the suspicious as an envoy of death itself.
Hello. We finished day 1, so I'm gonna start wrapping up here soon, cause day 1 was driving me a little crazy near the end there. Sorry, Mark. Hello, Mark. The theater welcomes the distinguished audience at any time. There's a performance of the masks every evening and the blood gets rinsed off every night. The rest of the time slots are filled with puppet show, but that's not all we have. Magic tricks, fortune telling, dream reading. Whoever has eyes, let them see. This is a theater? It's rather small. It's like Doritos Loco Taco. It's so crunchy. It's so true. The music in this game does slap. I love the music. True, this is a chamber theater, and since I have the pleasure of being the booking agent, director, and the impresario around here, I can also tell you that our shows are not for everyone's eyes. When's the next performance? That's for you to decide. You are part of the lineup. The play script is not yet complete, you see. Everything depends on your actions. You won't have to wait long. When will the play script be approved? Your fate isn't bound yet. It will take time, effort, and of course your direct participation. Come to see us every evening. We'll show you how you're doing bit by bit. You're too talkative.
What?
The 3 heads of the dragon are facing 3 different directions. 3 powerful families, 3 clans are overturned by the wind. The wind got in through the breach torn and by Simon's death. How will they cope? Will they be able to come to an agreement? The masks do not know the answer to that question. And who does? The masks are 2, but the families are 3. I suspect the extra family is just that, an extra. It's superfluous. Someone will have to let go of their power before their fellow men remember a different art of letting. Which of the 3? You don't need me to tell you that. The answer is yours. They're so different. Which one do you prefer? You came to this town. And there's one more piece on the board. You are not a queen, of course, but a rook at least. It's up to you. Thanks. Okay. Bye. There's a baddie over there. I guess I can go around. Uh-oh. I don't like that music. I should have saved. I don't even know where all the shops are. I'm stuck. Uh-oh. There's a shop. That was quite an amazing run, if I don't say so myself. What do you got? I don't think I need anything from you. Where am I? Okay. I should have figured that. You see, my fight or flight response is to just run. The minute I hear music change to something hostile, I just run. Damn, they're going at it. Bye.
I wonder what Harrispeck's inheritance is.
Is it true, the thing you found out? You don't have to come for me. Just tell me if it's true. Is there hope that you're wrong? What exactly are you talking about? The sand dirt, is it true? Has Simon died of the sand pest? My colleague Ruben suspects as much. Then we need to run away from here, Danielle, immediately. Even if we have to move exclusively by foot. We need to go now. We will die in the steppe, of course, but at least it won't be as excruciating. I can't leave, Eva, but I can help you leave. No, I won't leave this place without you, but we can't stay here. I'm not afraid of death, you know. I once jumped off a building site and only survived by a miracle, but I don't want to die of this. Please, let us all leave. All of us won't fit into even the longest of trains. Calm down, Eva. I'm staying here. I don't know if that was the right thing to do. I don't know. Damn, no wonder why Anakin hated the sand. So true.
I've seen the angel of death by the window.
Okay. These characters are, they're reading ahead in the script a bit too much. Okay. I'm gonna wake up hungry. Damn, okay. Okay, we're gonna stop there for tonight. Before I go crazy, I gotta take this one day at a time, I think. And what, that took us about 3.5 hours. So that's not bad, progressing at all. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I will continue tomorrow, because I do really want to play Final Fantasy. It's been so long since I played Final Fantasy. Yeah, it only took me 3 hours. And I think, doesn't Starlight start tomorrow? What's wrong with that, Jenna, huh? But yeah, Starlight starts tomorrow, so I'll probably do that. You know, that makes sense. I did struggle a bit with getting the game open too, but I would be willing to do that, but I have to be in a really good mindset to do that, and I've been really tired this week. So I've been kind of hopping around. So yeah, that's the only thing holding me back. So I probably won't play tomorrow, question mark. Maybe on Friday. I get off of work at 7 on Friday. So it'll be a bit late, but I could totally do that. Depending on how I feel after I get off work. But if I don't get to it Friday or Saturday or Sunday, I'll definitely be back by Tuesday. That's for sure. But basically all through this weekend, I'm working only till 7. which is really nice because usually I close, and we close at 8 on Fridays, 9 on Saturdays. So I'm only working till 7 throughout the weekend. So if I'm in a good mindset after work, I can stream. And that is the plan. Because I want to play Pathologic so bad. I have been putting this off literally since... When did I buy the game? I want to say I bought it like... early November. Late October, early November. And I've been just holding off, telling myself I cannot play it until after I finish my finals. But yeah, let's go! So tomorrow, Starlight on Final Fantasy XIV. I'll try and do some main quest too. I don't know, we'll see. But we're doing Starlight tomorrow. I've been looking forward to Starlight. Other than that, follow the Twitter. Soulheart_Spica. Follow the Spica Twitter, Spica VTuber. YouTube channels on the screen. I'm gonna work on I need to figure out how to get a custom domain now that YouTube's brought that back. Because my main channel has a custom domain because I made it so long ago, but my VTuber account doesn't, and I need to work on getting that. And when I do, I'll update the graphic, hopefully, if I remember. I need to work on posting VODs, too, so keep an eye out on the YouTube for VODs that I have saved up. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for coming. I gotta tab away so I can actually go to the end screen. Bye-bye! Wait, I keep forgetting about raids. I'm literally so bad at this. I don't even know who's streaming right now. Celestia's still streaming. Is she finishing those? I'm gonna raid Celestia. I don't know if she's actually like ending or not, but I'm gonna raid her. Bye bye. Thank you.